Eldorado Park woman watched in horror when a man who allegedly witnessed her son's murder was shot and killed right in front of her. Ashwin Mouwers was outside the Lenasia Magistrates Court on Tuesday ready to testify in the murder case when four unknown armed men attacked him, further delaying the murder case that took nearly 4 years to go on trial. While police are on the hunt for the suspects, this latest murder has propelled the protection of witnesses and whistleblowers back into the spotlight. Newzroom Afrika's Mnisi followed up on this story and filed this report.
Feelings of hopelessness and devastation engulfed Delmain Stephen, who fought through stroke, depression and losing her job to finally see the alleged murderer of her son go on trial. Her son, Stephen, was allegedly run over by her daughter's boyfriend back in 2021. And the man who allegedly witnessed all of this was about to take the stand in what was the beginning of the trial when suddenly he was attacked by unknown armed men outside court.
It happened so fast. We just we were standing outside court. I was busy scratching in my bag. When I looked up, I saw Ellen running. And then I saw two guns on top of Ashwin's head. And then I froze. Everybody ran, but I just stood there. And then I said, Ashwin, let's go in. And then I just saw Ashwin falling, and then there was blood coming out of his head. And the security screamed at me and asked me to come in courtroom.
She says the suspects casually walked away from the scene.
The ways of this world just lead to destruction.
Ashwin Mouwers' murder forced the long-awaited trial on ice and left Delmain and his family gutted. They say despite his commitment to getting justice, he lived in fear.
He used to come to me before he goes to court, and he would discuss this court thing to me. And then he would tell me that he feels uncomfortable with this going to court, and he was a little bit scared. So then I advised him, so why don't you just stop this thing and get out of it? And he said, no, he's summoned. He can't just stay away from court. He's summoned to go to court. If he fails to attend court, a warrant of arrest will then be issued to him, and then he might be arrested. But he didn't have a choice but just to go to court.
Victor says he never followed up with his brother if he ever applied for witness protection. He believes his sibling paid with his life for justice. This murder brings the focus back on the protection of witnesses and whistleblowers. In another attack, a woman and a man believed to be witnesses in a case involving police officers were gunned down outside the Randburg Magistrates Court in November 2023.
The predictability of movement of a witness poses risks because they become more vulnerable, especially when they have to present themselves before court to give testimony. And certainly becomes easier for them to actually be intercepted either on their way to court or during court or even after court, which means that is a time where they become more vulnerable and a lot should be done. But like I'll go back to what I said earlier, given the multiplicity of criminal cases that are running on a daily basis, it means there's going to be a need to stretch resources to make sure that we cover all the witnesses that are appearing before courts, especially on criminal matters that involve murder or dangerous matters.
The National Prosecuting Authority is in charge of witness protection in South Africa, where a risk assessment would be conducted. On Wednesday, the Department of Justice issued a statement condemning the incident and said the NPA and SAPS are implementing enhanced security measures for high-risk cases. The killing of witnesses and whistleblowers is viewed as an attempt to destabilize the administration of justice. Family members say when people like Stephens and Ashwin Mouwers are silenced, it reinforces lawlessness in the streets of South Africa. While police continue to investigate, they say they are not deterred. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Mnisi in Eldorado Park.